Alright guys, we're just heading out toward the Farmall here past the wood pile. The buzzsaw's been working great. They're cutting up a lot of stuff. What we're going to focus on today with the Farmall is the grater blade. We've been working on this grater blade all weekend. What a pain in the ass this thing is to assemble and put on by yourself. Especially when you're missing hardware and you gotta fabricate crap. You don't even know how to fabricate it because what you have doesn't jive with the pictures and the manuals and everything else. A lot of guys sent me a lot of stuff files and other things. I want to thank everybody for their help with this. All weekend on this thing, all weekend. Finally got it all together. She's going really good. She's working great. I tell you, the damn hardware for this thing, all the grade 8 bolts and everything, cost me almost as much as the plow. But we got it all together finally. I had to fabricate a couple of things to make it work just right. Now that plow, just wanted to show you, it's kind of cool on that plow. You see that top part on that plow is about 6 inches wide, rolls over the top. It's actually an extension piece that they sold. It was an additional piece that came with these plows for snow plowing to help with the roll of the snow. And it's a pretty cool piece. I don't think I've seen that on other ones I've seen videos of. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's why it looks like it's such a hell of a turn there, because of that extension piece. But anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. The biggest problem I've had with this thing is this arm piece here that you're looking at with the spring on it. And the biggest problem is that when the main arm lifts it, this main arm here, when it lifts the plow up, this spring arm here has a tendency to swing into the tractor. And I've actually seen many of these tractors with the whole body beat up. Now I know why. Because this arm swings in and beats it. I actually scratched mine a little bit the first time I tried it, and it stopped right away. And what I rigged up here, just that might be helpful with someone else with the same problem, is I put a chain from the arm down to the hole in the axle with an eye hook. I use a very, very heavy duty spring. It's actually off a lawn tractor transmission. It's a very heavy duty spring, and I tensioned it as much as possible. And now when that arm lifts up, it goes up just a hair, and then it starts swinging out. The spring pulls it out and allows it to go. And it's got a good inch or inch and a half clearance to the body. So just thought I'd put that out there to you guys who might have the same problem, because I have seen, like I said, plenty of these bodies really messed up in that one spot, and I wondered why. Now I know. So anyways, we got the whole thing together. That was the biggest pain in the ass of it, trying to figure out how to fix that. But the other thing that was really pretty upsetting was I had to eliminate the light on this side. This hole right here, this piece here goes right in here, and the light mounts on top of that. Now, others I've seen, the arm swings way out down here. For some reason mine goes up here, and so when that arm goes up, obviously it hits the light, and couldn't have that, so we had to eliminate the light. So if I'm going to have lights on this thing to plow in the winter, I'm going to have to rig up a different bracket somewhere, somehow, to get lights on it. I don't know if this is a common thing with these or not. You guys can tell me. And I had to fabricate that plate there, the main mounting plate, with 2 arms coming up. I tell you, this thing is like, whoever came up with this design, it had to be related to Rube Goldberg. Of course, I don't understand why they didn't come with straight arms right back to the rear hitch, to the rear axle. Why they had to make this so darn complicated, I don't know. But at any rate, it works great and all, but there's a double spring to it. There's a spring on the top, and there's also a spring on the bottom under there that can't really get to it. You can see it there. So it has a double spring system to it, and but it really is, when it's mounted in the belly position, it's not as complicated. But in the front position, it's quite the Rube Goldberg contraption. It really is. But I mean, it works fine and all, but there's not much room for error there. So any of you guys are familiar with this. I also had to fabricate this arm here, coming up onto the hydraulic. Got it in with the hydraulic pin here. I wanted to go over to the top to the back pin, but I just couldn't get it to reach. But it works fine. Doesn't seem to be putting any extra stress on it or anything. But any of you guys familiar with these? You see something I'm doing wrong here, or anything, open to any kind of tips or comments. That bottom through bolt there that I came up with is a 1-inch grade 8 bolt all the way through, and it's not snug tight, so because it has a swivel. What I have to actually do is I got to drill 2 holes in here, one on each side, and put pins in there just to keep the bolt from moving. But that'll be the final thing, and hoping to get this painted up this week. Once I get it painted up, I'll make another video of it in action, show you guys working it all. So anyways, that's the deal. Again, any advice or tips you guys have on these things, if you see anything that I'm doing wrong, I gladly welcome any advice. So that's it. Hopefully we'll get this baby going very soon. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Book 'em, Dano.